Hi, I am traveling into my memory, and it's not true that I was always needy and clingy and had this fear of being abandoned, or or having this attachment issues. As I remember in my childhood, we have been given a lot of freedom. That was a time when there was no cars on the street, and me and children in my neighborhood, we were quite have been given a freedom, and we were like wild. And I was at that time the only girl in the companionship and in my of my neighborhood children. And in my neighborhood um, the family had like 8 or 9 boys, and I had this older brother, and I was the only girl. And perhaps that's where my fear of boys started, as I was going, and really my mother and my grandmother were free of us because we were disappearing from home for whole days. And the only trouble they had with us, we were spanked because we didn't came on dinner or for food, and they were afraid that they were fearing that we are eating food at homes of our neighbors, and they were afraid of being judged, that they neglect us, they don't give us enough of attention. And anyway, so sometimes I was only dependent whenever I was afraid, whenever I feared of something happened. You know, I was a girl, although I was forgetting that I am a girl against a boy's companionship. I was a child, and I wanted to play with the other children, and you know, they were challenging me, they were pushing me to jump from the higher from highs to the I can't find this word, but you know, they were challenging me, and whenever I hurt my stomach, or they were pretending they are bad guys and I am being raped, and lie down over there and we will pretend we are bad guys or something like this. But there was a lot of different games we were playing, games I didn't understand at that time. And I was going home crying, oh, this guy put a bag on my head, and I almost suffocate. Oh, my brother closed me in sleeping bag, and I couldn't breathe or something like this. Oh, they pushed me down the on slides during winter time, and I fell, and I hurt my stomach, and I was going back home and crying. And at some level, they decided, they rejected me because there was too much trouble around girls, and I was afraid of them. And no wonder my older brother hated girls. And then my younger sister came to our world when I was 7, and me and my brother, we were worshipping her. She was so cute, had those curly hair, and she was so sweet, and she was our toy, literally our toy, our sweet little toy. And I was overprotective over my younger sister, and my brother was obviously more violent toward his sisters. But now I think that You know, whenever he was punished, whenever I was going back home with crying, he didn't protected me, that he and his friends were just challenging me too much or doing harm to me, and I was crying, going back home with crying. So I suppose my parents were punishing him, and so perhaps this hatred for girls happened in my brother, older brother. So it makes sense. It makes sense why they were hating me. From trying to understand this, that maybe from frustration they can't really protect me other way than just through manipulation, by attacking me. I don't know, if they call me names, they will ease my, I don't know, sexual needs. Whenever I fall in love, I don't know, I will not go for it. If they call me a whore, I won't be a whore. I don't know. The brain works quite opposite. When you say a girl, she's a whore, she might go for it even more than when you actually gonna respect her boundaries. She might be at ease with her own sexuality. I don't know, I'm not sure. But this is my guess. This is my experience whenever I am accepting all of my human nature, my sexuality, and I'm going at ease with my humanness. I am at peace. I am at peace with my human nature. Today's morning was so beautiful. All sky was covered with clouds. Only near to the horizon the sun was shining its light, and the light was like covering the roofs of the people homes, and it looked so beautiful. Really beautiful morning. It was worth to wake up at 4 a.m. and start the work day like this. Now I'm having a break. In this work I am having, sometimes I have impression I have more breaks than work. Work is easy, and okay, I have to finish. Thank you. Have a good day.